Hey moms, dads, and guardians, wouldn't you love to have a parenting expert on speed dial? Someone to help you with the trickiest of tween-raising questions? Now you do. There's a brand new parenting podcast in the Starglow family that takes calls from listeners. It's called Parenting and You with Dr. Shefali. Dr. Shefali is a clinical psychologist, New York Times bestselling author, and also one of Oprah's favorite parenting experts. In each episode, the doctor will have one-on-one conversations with parents like you and help them navigate everyday parenting challenges. Follow and listen to Parenting and You with Dr. Shefali on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you already tune into KidNuz on Starglow Plus, you'll get The Good Doctor ad-free. Happy listening. Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, June 14, 2024. And we begin with a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event queuing up for this summer. Sometime between now and September, astronomers are forecasting a breathtaking celestial show known as a nova, which NASA defines as a sudden, short-lived explosion from a small star. This particular nova is located in the Corona Borealis constellation, where a white dwarf will tangle with its giant red companion. The blast is expected to erupt in a brilliant display, lighting up the night sky with a powerful flash that should be visible to the naked eye for about a week before fading away. It promises to be so spectacular that NASA scientist Dr. Rebecca Hounsel predicts it will fuel the next generation of scientists. It's a washout in southern Florida. Up to 20 inches of rain has fallen since Tuesday, with more on the way. The tropical weather made a mess of flights in and out of the state's two biggest airports, at one point even delaying the trip of the Florida Panthers headed to Canada for the Stanley Cup. The roads were even worse. Tow truck driver Ted Rico told the Associated Press that the scene in Miami looked like the beginning of a zombie movie. Abandoned cars everywhere, on top of sidewalks, in the median, in the middle of the street. Just craziness. This week's weather is likely a hint of what's to come. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association predicts more storms than normal this summer, including up to 13 hurricanes, 4 of them major. If the UK has its way, it'll be a whole lot harder for teens to get their hands on energy drinks. The nation's Labour Party has proposed a ban on selling the popular high-sugar, high-caffeine products to anyone under 16. It's part of a plan to create the healthiest generation of children ever and could go into effect if the party regains power in next month's general election. Under the proposal, an energy drink like Monster, which contains over 160 milligrams of caffeine per 16-ounce can, would be off-limits to younger teens. Sodas like Coke, which has around 34 milligrams in every 12 ounces, would still be allowed. Poland and Latvia already prohibit energy drink sales to anyone under 18. In the U.S., lawmakers in multiple states have tried, but so far failed, to pass similar bans. A 4-story fall, 3-hour search, and one happy ending for 12-week-old Archie Bean, a Pekingese puppy in Douglas County, Colorado. On Tuesday, the 5-pound pup jumped off a bed and disappeared down an open floor vent, which his owners left uncovered for better air circulation. Following a call to animal rescue, firefighters, sheriff's deputies, and plumbers teamed up, cutting holes in multiple ceilings and walls, and even inserting a tiny camera in the air ducts to locate the puppy. Amazingly, Archie Bean emerged from the ordeal without even a scratch, but according to his owner, in desperate need of a bath. The battle to determine the ultimate hot dog eating champion is heading to a screen near you. Just hours after news broke Wednesday that reigning champ Joey Chestnut will not get to defend his title on July 4th due to a sponsorship conflict, came word that he'll instead face off against his longtime rival Takeru Kobayashi on Netflix 2 months later. Titled Chestnut vs. Kobayashi Unfinished Beef, the special will air live on Labor Day. Kobayashi, considered to be a pioneer in the sport of competitive eating, is coming out of retirement for the occasion. The two men haven't faced off against each other since 2009. Still to come, finding that perfect gift for Dad might be easier than you think. But first, we want to shout out Preston, Eli, and Campbell, and all the Negley School navigators in Kyle, Texas. And a special hello to Ms. Johnson and Ms. Stone. Now, today's KidNuz quiz. What's the name of the Pekingese puppy that fell through a floor vent? Archie Bean. According to astronomers, when will the nova, or cosmic explosion, likely occur? Between now and September. The UK's Labour Party wants to ban sales of what to kids under 16? High caffeine energy drinks. When will Netflix stream its hot dog eating contest? On Labor Day. In our KidNuz Kicker, dads can be hard to shop for, and with Father's Day this Sunday, you may still be empty-handed. But not to worry. According to a recent survey of 500 U.S. dads by YouGov, the most wanted gift is no gift at all. 28% say a simple greeting card will do, as well as spending special time with their family, like going on a hike or to the beach. And if a meal is on the agenda, more dads prefer eating at home over dining out. About 1 out of 4 say they like to watch a movie or TV show of their choosing, and 15% of dads say they just like to spend a little time by themselves. Before we go, thanks again to Katie and Kyle, Texas for sponsoring today's quiz, and KidNuz cheers to Preston, Eli, and Campbell and all their friends at the Negley School. And shout-outs to our other KidNuz classrooms. In New York, Mrs. Siegman and her Bulls at NSHA in Great Neck, Mrs. Dillon and her Bears at William A. Carter in Middletown, and Mrs. Mitchell and her Pirates at Clymer Central and Clymer. And to Ms. Squires at the Pegasus School in Huntington Beach, California, keep being marbly. Thank you all for another wonderful school year of loyal listening. We have one last word search in your emails and Week in Review quiz up on our website. Starting on Monday, our KidNuz team is taking a break from daily news to recharge our batteries. However, we'll still post a classic KidNuz story and critical thinking question every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to keep everyone on their toes. Be sure to mark your calendars for August 12th. That's when we'll be back with fun, fresh KidNuz news every weekday morning. Until then, don't forget the sunscreen and have a fun and safe summer.